Hello there, it is Dr. Fern, the coach to hundreds of dentist women worldwide, where I teach them how to find their freedom in dentistry. So, thanks for tuning in again. Now, I'm loving all the feedback, the comments, the questions, the engagement we're getting for this video series so far. And I'm so grateful for all of you women out there who are posting comments and questions and who are actually taking up my challenges and teachings. So today I'm here to teach you that there is another way to do dentistry. So a way to live without the constant nagging, anxiety, overwhelm, stress that you might be feeling. And really a way to work less, earn more, find your freedom. A way to impact your patients' lives much more powerfully and have them ready to hand over their credit card, basically accept treatment plan, regardless of what you've treatment planned, because they trust you. So the problem is you didn't learn this at dental school. In fact, you haven't learned it anywhere. And the tools that I'm going to teach you are going to help you change. So it might be pretty hard to imagine being completely free of this stress, living a life that you absolutely love. And I have to say, most of the women who I work with feel the same at the start. Now, I'd love to tell you a case study about one of my clients. And this client had been out of dental school for about 16 years and she was at her wit's end. You know, she was a yes, 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 yes type of person. And she thought that by trying to do all these courses, she was enrolling in course after course after course, dental courses, because she just thought that would, when she'd finish that course, she would be a better dentist. When she finished that course, she would be a better dentist. And she found that she started to really kill herself with all the different types of courses and conferences and then having to work in between. And she wanted to have children and she was thinking, how do I even fit this in? So she was beside herself and she was so stressed and anxious and she was really feeling quite stretched thin. And, you know, when she first met me at that point, she was ready to quit dentistry. She thought, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. So what happened was that she went through with me on this coaching program and everything changed for her. Like she was able to then be able to make confident decisions on what she wanted for her life. She was able to speak up. She was able to get more confidence and trust in herself. And she realized it wasn't even about the dentistry, because even though she'd done all these courses, she was too scared to execute all the things that she'd learned. And she'd spent, you know, tens of thousands of dollars and time out of work for it. And at the end, she just realized that it was all her. She actually got married. She got into an incredible relationship because before it just wasn't happening. And she managed to get married. And then she turned around and she said, you know what, Fern, I'm actually ready to buy my own clinic. That was how much she loved and had changed. And it was so exciting to see this woman who was beside herself, about to quit. She felt she was so inadequate, about to quit everything and just do something different. And she turned her life around and now has an incredible balance and is about to buy a new clinic. Okay. So I know right now you have a lot of questions for me. So I'll go through some of them with you so that you can understand what's been going on in this world where all these hundreds of women have been changing. So the first question that I always get is, I'm so busy and time poor enough already. How will I fit all of this in? And I'm going to say to you that the truth is you can't actually afford to not fit it in. And if you prioritize something that is going to get you to change, it's going to change your life, it's going to actually change every aspect of your life, you're going to prioritize that, yeah? And if you think about a patient not accepting your treatment plan, not accepting that the crown that you've given as a recommendation, and it's because they haven't prioritized it. They don't know that tomorrow their tooth might completely dissolve and smash away and disintegrate. And now they're left with needing a root canal, pain, or they're left with an implant and extraction, you know, double the cost or even more. So the thing is, you will prioritize it if you know that tomorrow you might be like me and have a massive panic attack like what I did 8 years ago. And that was enough to get me going. So if it's important enough for you, you need to put yourself first and prioritize it. You will find the time. There is always a way to make time, okay? More than 200 women have done this. Well, the second question that I get asked is, will this help me manage my staff better? You know, my staff are really toxic. They're coming in and out of my clinic. I'm having a huge staff changeover. And the truth is, when you start to not try and change everyone else, when you actually change yourself and start to really change yourself because you want to and have your clear values and visions out there, what will happen is that you will attract people who come into your vicinity believing those visions as well. And it's happened so many times. Like, believe me, it's happened to me so many times. I had massive staff changeovers. But the truth is now I have a core team who are incredible, who share my vision, who I trust implicitly. And that didn't happen overnight. That happened because I changed myself. I lead differently now from how I led before. Okay, so really, of course, ultimately, it will not just change your staff, it may even change your friendship circle. It may even change your person like you choose to hang around with, because you change and you're going to attract different people. You're going to let go of old people who don't serve you. But here, this is the big thing. You won't be struggling to do that. You'll have much more trust and confidence in yourself that that is what is right for you. Because often when we feel stuck, we feel like we can't move and we feel like, oh, what happens if I never find anyone better? But if you work on yourself, you will have the trust and confidence back in yourself. Now, another question I get asked is, I'm in so much pain and nothing seems to help this. I'm in so much pain. And I get it, because I had tremendous amounts of pain in my dentistry. I felt like I couldn't work, and it was getting to a point where I got so panicky and stressed because I was relying on my body and I was having cortisone injections in my right shoulder to keep working. I was having Botox in my face for TMJ issues, okay? So, and you know, I had practiced yoga for many, many years and nothing seemed to work. Now, I'm going to tell you something, that you are going to, in like this coaching program, you're going to get all these tips, a whole week on how to manage your body, in fact, and how to change. Nothing that you have to go to the gym for and actually do more on top. It's just simple, easy things that you can do to help you with your pain. And you'll start to realize that pain is not just physical, it's also emotional pain. And that's how you work through it. The last thing I get is, well, does this help me earn more in my practice? Like, how do I create more? How did you get more money? And the truth is, so many reasons. Like, it didn't happen overnight. It happened because I worked on myself. I became more confident in myself. I became a better communicator. You know, patients don't accept your treatment plan because of the reasons that they give. They say that it's because of money or because of time, right? Because they're too afraid to tell you what the truth is. And the truth is, they don't trust you. And so when I started putting into place and really connecting to my heart and then being able to bring that to my patients, that is the clincher that accelerated my treatment plan acceptance. You know, and the truth is then I wasn't really looking at it like just a money thing. I was looking at it, how do I connect with this patient? How do I give them so much value? How do I treat them as if I had their own mouth? And I spoke from my heart, and they got that. And I made my time to do that. And to be honest with you, I was seeing 20 patients a day at one stage. Now I only see 6 because I create so much connection with them. And I'm actually billing through probably double or triple what I used to bill through with 20 patients a day. Now, one of the other questions that I get is, I feel so guilty when I put myself first. I'm a mama, I have a family. I don't know, like, this is such a luxury, you know, for me. So I feel so guilty. And I want to tell you something. As a mama, if you're a mama out there, right, guilt is nature's way of making sure that you don't leave your babies to die. That's the truth, right? It's inherent in our DNA. So the problem is, in our society, if you do not fill yourself up first, you will be no good to anyone else. You cannot operate from a place of empty, and that's the truth. So if you are having a short fuse, if you are not finding the ways to help filter that sludge that's coming into your body every single day from all the stress and the craziness going in your world, how do you think that will reflect to your children when you are with them? If you're constantly distracted, right? If you have no presence with them, how will they see? Like I always say, especially if you have kids, the best way for you to teach them is to show them. And if you can't be selfless and invest in yourself and put yourself first, then how can you prioritize yourself, and how can you operate from a place of emptiness? Because you're going to have a short fuse, and that's the truth, and it turns into resentment. And resentment really is like drinking poison and hoping that someone else will die. And I can't remember who quoted that, but it's an amazing quote that I always remember. Okay. Another question I get asked is, look, I have such a short fuse. I don't know how to manage with my emotions. Sometimes I erupt and I feel like I'm a kettle that is about to burst, all right? I have no confidence in myself and I second guess myself all the time. I mean, what will this help? And the truth is, like, hundreds of women who actually do this program and who actually go through the coaching program for them, specific for their dental world and their life, being surrounded by other women, will report back that absolutely this is all about how to feel you, how to get back the trust and confidence in yourself, how to listen to your body's wisdom that we've forgotten. And I'm going to tell you something, your body is so, so wise. If you've had children or you are a woman, you've got the potential to birth something incredible. And your mind does not control any of that. So the body, we teach in terms of the body being able to, trust yourself more, to have boundaries, to be able to say no, to feel your body more, because we're just numb. A lot of us right now are just walking heads. We're walking around and all we're doing is thinking, and we are just up here. We've forgotten the wisdom of our bodies right here. Okay. So there was a few questions there, right? But now I want to tell you how to win at this. And I know you've learned a lot from me in my videos, and you might even follow my daily lives on Facebook and all the stuff that I put out there, lots of free content. But the truth is, if you want to get deep into the study of this, you have to get your hands dirty. If you want to change, you have to go all in. You have to do more than just watch a 5 or 10 minute video. And you really have to go all the way. The way to win at this is to continue to invest in yourself, educate yourself. And it's through discipline, education, consistency, and determination, which I know you already know. And sometimes it's about getting a brand new strategy, and that's exactly what I want to give you. And it's also about anchoring something greater than yourself. Do it not just for yourself, but do it for your family. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for your children. Okay? That is the biggest anchor for me as a mum and myself. It's always like, for my daughter, how do I be? How do I act? Because if it's just you, you can let yourself down, but don't let everyone else around you down like your children. So in the next email you receive from me, there's going to be a link in there for an invitation for you to join me, to let me mentor you a little bit so you can win at this. And sometimes you need a new strategy or new training or a new mentor, and I'd love to be that for you. So please watch your inbox tomorrow. I'm going to send you a very special email with an invitation to join my program. Now the program is called Practice Your Passion, and it's the only online program in the world for dentistry women that helps you take back control of your life, find your freedom, and just create a life that you love. So I really want to thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have found this helpful, then please, please share this with any of your lady dentist friends who you know will benefit. I'm Dr. Fern, and keep laughing out loud. It is the second best thing that you can do with your mouth.